Let's move to this developing story now. Mine workers affiliated to trade unions AMCU and the NUM are camping outside the union buildings in Pretoria. This is to force President Cyril Ramaphosa to intervene in the wage dispute with Sibanye Stillwater's management. The 2-month-long dispute for a wage increase, in fact it's 3 months now, has been referred to the CCMA for arbitration. For more on this, we cross now to our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa, who has been monitoring that story for us. Mbalenhle, from the union buildings to Midrand, where the meeting was taking place. Now we do know that there was another meeting today. Do we have a resolution?
Well, your guess is as good as mine at this stage. I have with me one of the union representatives who's going to give us an update from that meeting. But I have a feeling that it's not what we are hoping to hear. Thank you so much for speaking to us. How did the meeting go, and are you happy with the outcome of the meeting? Are you going back to the workers to announce the end of a strike?
Which meeting? Reality that we've been here in the hotel since 10 o'clock in the morning for nothing. We must indicate that we've been in engagement with the Minister, Thulas Nxesi, and the other ministers yesterday, and agreed to this process of a Section 150 by the CCMA. So we came here thinking that the company is ready to end the strike. And when we arrived here, nothing happened. The company has not given any offer or made any move from the last offer that we had on the 17th, the one of 800 rands for 3 years and 50 rands on the side. So we are not really happy. We are not happy. We are really disappointed on the manner which Sibanye is conducting themselves in this partner strike issue.
Okay, so you say that you were here at 10 a.m. this morning and you feel that nothing has happened. Did Sibanye not pitch for the meeting?
No, they've been here. They've been here since the morning, and the process started with the commissioners trying to intervene, and we hope that it is them that requested the Section 150. They were to put maybe a new offer on the table, which we think that it will allow parties to start a process of settling for a strike. But they came here. They told us that they are still on the previous offer. There's nothing that has changed. But they believe that leadership did not really sell the previous offer to the workers in our last meeting that we had on the Central Mass meeting in Trefontein.
Okay. Now, so what does that mean for the workers? Does the strike continue? Do they continue to camp outside the union buildings? We know AMCU has threatened a secondary strike. What does that mean? Do you then intensify the strike? What's the way forward at this stage?
Yes, indeed. We are meeting as a leadership this evening and trying to see what other means that we are going to implement intensifying the strike. Yes, the secondary strike, it is on the cards. There's engagements between steward councils at the other side of Rustenburg, both NUM and AMCU. So we'll then be able to get a feedback tomorrow. We are also checking other avenues within the province where we think that we'll be able to put members or take members where they think that they can be able to picket. So we are really disappointed with what they are doing, and we know that they are going around and claiming that 85% of workers want to go back to work. That's not true. They claim that there is an independent service provider that conducted the voting polls, and we all know that if ever you are to appoint an independent person, all parties must consent to that particular process and agree. That never happened. And if ever 85% agreed, we were to see 85% of members going to our central mass meeting and agreeing to the 800 offer. But none of them disputed when they rejected the 800 rands.
Okay. Now, talk to us. Where do you think Sibanye is getting these types of stats? I mean, I've seen the numbers outside the union buildings. It's a significant number. I don't know how many people are employed there, but it seems as though there's a large portion of our workers who are adamant that they want the increment of 1,000 rand and don't want to back down from that.
Look, all of our members, both AMCU and NUM, have rejected the offer. Where the stadium, full capacity in Trefontein, Carltonville, where our members made it clear that they want nothing but the 1,000 rands, the 6% and the 100 rands. So you are correct. Members that are there in union buildings are representing those numbers of members that have rejected the offer, still stand that they want the 1,000 rands. And we've got other members that are currently in different picketing areas in the operations. Also, the message is one. They're saying that don't come back here if ever you don't have 1,000 rands, a 6% and 100 rands.
Now, do you feel that part of the reason, what is the reason for this impasse? You know, why is it that you can't meet each other? The minister yesterday said that this might be an issue of attitudes, you know, and this is something that both unions have echoed. Is this a sign that this is an issue of attitudes more than it is about the sustainability of mining, as the minister said last night?
No, look, I think we've said this before. The company has been issuing statement through the office of the CEO saying that they can afford the 1,000 rands, but they won't be able to do it. So it tells you that we are dealing with a company that does not have any interest of mining gold anymore, because they know that they've got the other BGMs or other assets in other operations where they're able to mine. So it is very clear that they are not in a process of agreeing on the demands and making sure that they continue with their arrogance on the issue.
Okay. Now, one of the demands that has come out from the workers is that, you know, the minister should then revoke the license, the mining license. You've been in meetings with Minister of Mineral Resources. What are the conversations around that?
No, I think we've made it clear. We've then discussed that we're interested of even sharing some of the incidents where the company is not compliant. Issues of SLPs, issues of health and safety issues, and they are there. The company knows about it. Even the DMR knows about it. So we're in a process also of pushing that the company, the minister must take that decision.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is the latest update coming out of that conciliatory meeting that took place throughout the day. We understand that, you know, that meeting has just concluded, and it seems as though there are plans to intensify the strike since both sides were not able to meet each other. You will understand that the minister announced that there are 3 senior CCMA officials that were tasked to come and try and find a resolution between the two sides. But as you've heard, still no deal and no agreement, and the strike continues. It's back to you in the studio.